Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the January 9th meeting of our City Council. Everyone else, yeah, pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Councilmember Wood. Here. Councilmember Conrad Wolford. Here. Councilmember Rich. Mayor Theros.
Here.
Councilmember Don.
Here.
Councilmember Zorba.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem.
Here. Okay. Item 3, reading and consideration of the minutes of the regular meeting held on December 12th, 2022. Any changes or corrections? See none, the minutes are approved as submitted. Item 4, consent agenda. Does anybody want to make a motion to approve the consent agenda? Support. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The report you have in front of you. Other business. We would have set the record for the fastest meeting of all time. But for other business. All right. First, today is it's National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day today. So it's not a very, we have to put this on our calendars for next year because it kind of snuck up on us.
We didn't even know about it.
See, well, there you go. Well, we appreciate all of you. And we send it out to the whole team. You guys are
Thank you.
awesome. And thank you, Sierra, for reminding us all of this. And Chief, you'll have to, Director, you'll have to remind your team what this is next year, so we can
Duly noted.
more properly recognize. Thanks for everything that you guys do.
Thank you.
Also in front of you, there is a draft resolution honoring Gretchen Blake, who passed away December 30th at the age of 97 years old, an icon and a force of nature in our Grosse Pointe Farms community. She is known for her philanthropy, particularly in saving the Jazz Festival for years, creating some great opportunities for us here at Grosse Pointe Farms with nationally recognized jazz club, the Dirty Dog, and Capricious and shopping, and obviously helping us launch our K9 program here at Grosse Pointe Farms, amongst the many, many, many other things that she and her family have done throughout Southeast Michigan. So you have in front of you a resolution, so I will accept a motion to have this resolution passed, and then we will put it in proper form, sign it, frame, and give it to her family. So do I have a motion to approve the resolution? Any support? Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, thank you, everybody. Shane, I think you have some other business for us. Councilman Wood wanted you to.
Yes, a few brief items. Councilman Wood did ask that I give an update on the Lakeshore Road seawall. As council is aware, the city was notified over the holidays that the Army Corps of Engineers received appropriation from Congress to initiate a storm damage reduction project to address the erosion and deteriorating conditions of the seawall. And it's important. It's really a first step for the Army Corps to survey the wall, or look at it, and complete what we call a federal interest determination. And that federal interest determination will determine whether or not there's eligibility for additional federal funds that will go for engineering and construction of a solution to see that. So. Good news. Really thankful for Senator Peter's staff and former Congresswoman Lawrence's staff and helping that come into fruition. Although the city maintains the county seawall, it's a county asset. We have been working with the county and the Army Corps of Engineers and their process for the federal interest determination. And is something that should be completed by springtime. It should only take a few months typically. In the meantime, our city engineer, Howard Clark, is continuing to identify areas of the seawall that are in deteriorated condition and threaten critical infrastructure. things like the roadway and sewer lines. And they will be completing recommendations of what other areas should be addressed next summer with further release of state funds. As you recall, we had about $750,000 in repairs that were made this past summer. Really, it was impactful. I think the contractor did an excellent job. They actually drove steel sheeting behind the existing seawall, and so they were able to rebuild the base and concrete revetment behind the seawall in areas where it was significantly breached. And so that will continue in the summer with an additional $1.2 million. Sewer improvement project, we had talked about for a little while, but just as an update, Hubbard Roth and Clark is completing the project plan for the sewer enhancements, and that's expected to be completed next month. In addition to that, the city about a month ago issued an RFQ, request for quotations for the actual engineering services for a sewer improvement project. And both the RFQ and the project plan are requirements in order to be eligible for any forms of federal funding that we've applied for, and including state revolving funds, which would be low interest loans. So we are doing our due diligence to make sure those things are in line, and we'll actually be back hopefully in the next month with kind of a map going forward on how to phase this project. Two more items. Master plan public workshop is tomorrow. This is the second and final public workshop. Will be held at Beer Park tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We hope residents can attend. If residents are unable to attend, they will be able to watch the meeting live online, and there'll be an opportunity to do some feedback online. So there's more information that's available on the city website for those interested who can attend and would like to participate online. And last of all, I mentioned that the Saturday is the Winterfest at Pier Park from noon to 4 p.m. There'll be a petting farm, ice carving demonstration, ice skating, food trucks, putt-putt golf, and festivities inside the tent, including a live band, and the boat club will be sponsoring a beer tent. So hope all of you can attend. That's all I have.
All right. Matt, when are we gonna have more information about the road projects for this year?
They did the survey work beginning in December. So after Shane and I discussed it with HRC, they did a survey of Kirchhoff. That was one of the roads that HRC had suggested would be worth looking at. So we're hoping to have our bid documents within the next month, I would say.
Yeah, I did talk to HRC today, and their intent is to have those bids available, and we would be going out to bid next month.
Yeah, we really wanted to get on them this year because we want to have ample time to get different contractors.
So will we see proposed roads prior to?
Yes, we will have at the next meeting a proposal prior to letting bids bid later for next month.
Okay. Anybody else on council have any business?
I just want to say, I want to underscore the comments about what's going on with the seawall. Obviously we should thank Senator Peters and former Congressman Lawrence and the incredibly productive 117th Congress. But really, I think a lot of things have to go to Shane and the mayor for your consistent work, making sure that we get the seawall fixed. I think the thing to underline here is nothing can be guaranteed, but this particular tranche of money is the beginning of a real solution to the problem and the concerns that many citizens have voiced for many, many years about the seawall. So I think you, in addition to our elected representatives in Washington.
Thank you. It's good stuff. Anybody in the public have anything? Andrew?
Any of Tris Fisher on the seawall project, the work done to date, is that sort of permanent? They're gonna go back and That's, those areas are sort of protected, clearly, therefore, that could do more work in that particular spot.
And we identify those as temporary repairs.
Okay.
The reality is, they're pretty permanent. I mean,
Okay.
what has been done there is, it will, you know,
They're good.
could last for a pretty extended period of time. But again, it was addressing some of the real critical issues.
Yeah.
It's really the whole length of the seawall that we're worried about, and a long-term solution to protect the whole length of the seawall.
I know Joe take out some money, it's just some money. We have some money this year, if we've done five projects. At least, you know, next couple hundred feet or something like that, or. you
Right.
think, or is there money
Exactly,
coming?
we'll be continuing, so the state funds that we received this year, we're expecting the additional state funds
Okay,
this year, and it will be to complete those repairs where we have breaches. And again, it depends of protecting the roadway
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and sewers and so forth.
Speaker
Thank you so
Tig,
much.
Speaker Tig was able to get it in 2 tranches, and so I will say this, if we get federal funding somehow in a year, that temporary would roll, because the design would, you know, actually subsume all of that. But we're not looking at having it in a year, it's probably 2 or 3 or 4 years down the road, but at least this will stop a good chunk of the erosion, if that's going to happen. So, yeah, there's a lot more to do there, that's for sure.
absolutely, thank you so much.
Anybody else? All right, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. All right, any opposed? No. All right, happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Not bad. 12